In this episode of New Jersey Living, we are making our return visit to Bayonne, New Jersey. If you remember, not too long ago, I posted a initial Bayonne episode, and we were very much in the area of Bergen Point, down towards the very southern tip of Bayonne, where we have the Bayonne Bridge that leads over into Staten Island. Now we are not too far from Bergen Point. We're on the west side. I'm going to pan around, and you're going to see an open field behind me. We're going to get into location in just a minute. And behind me on this direction is the Newark Bay. So you see a lot of the container ships that come in from all around the world into the port of Elizabeth. And this is one of the major distribution hubs of shipments from everywhere that comes to the East Coast. All right, and behind me, which you probably can't see too well, so I'm gonna flash a photo up. Tennis courts that are behind me in this direction, and we have a few other photos that I'm gonna flash up very shortly for other areas of the park. So this is the, I wanna say it's G. Thomas DiDominico Park, which goes unheralded a lot in Bayonne because it's not, as we just panned around, a small park, but it's kind of tucked away right here on the west side, lower west side of Bayonne. We are only a few blocks, and in just this direction, as I pan back this way just a little bit, I'm gonna flash up a photo. There are townhomes, and these townhomes, little short stretch of a development is called The Point. And we're going to get a first-hand look at an open house there very shortly. I'll get into that in just a minute. But this is not a small park. There are tennis courts. There are multiple playgrounds for kids. There is a basketball court, municipal pool, all of that right here on site in the park. So a great resource for those that really live. You don't have to be on the west side even. You can be on the east side. Bayonne is a relatively narrow peninsula, so it doesn't take a lot to walk from one side to the other. I'd say 15 to 20 minutes easily, and that's just kind of casual strolling. All right. So in Bayonne today, we're going to take a look at a few other properties right here in this general west side vicinity. There's going to be a single family, there's going to be a couple of multi-families, and there's going to be the townhouse that we're about to preview, which is one of my listings, so we get interior footage. All right, so this is going to be a great opportunity to see what the market bears for a newer waterfront kind of location. This is going to be a 2-bedroom, 4-bath altogether, 2 full, 2 half bath with a garage and a rec room that could be a 3rd bedroom even. So we're going to preview that in just a moment. So as we make our way, we're going to shoot some street footage as well as we normally do. And we're going to see, obviously with the other properties that I mentioned, I always focused on some of the recent sales in the market, and the open house obviously is just coming to market, which I think will move pretty quickly. All right. So thanks again for joining. We're going to jump to one more scene and then get this tour started. All right. See you at the next spot. Welcome to New Jersey Living. My name is Corey Jones, and I'm a real estate agent here in New Jersey with Coldwell Banker, and my job is to bring video content like this to viewers like you. So our goal here at New Jersey Living is to produce 5-star content that reflects all of the 5-star reviews that we have received over the years. We're going to continue to focus on, of course, New Jersey real estate, places to dine, iconic locations, everything in terms of neighborhood information that we can provide on various locations around northern New Jersey, mostly the suburbs of New York City. So if that is content that interests you, this is definitely the channel for you. So please do click like, subscribe, and the notification bell. Stay tuned on episodes like this and others that we have upcoming. So again, we're here in Bayonne. As I mentioned, we're right here on the west side. This is the Newark Bay behind me. You're probably noticing one of these major cargo ships coming in now with the containers from somewhere internationally, somewhere around the world. And just to pan around a little bit again, you're going to see the park right here behind me. You can see this is pretty much a walking, jogging, biking trail right here along the waterfront. And if you did not catch my initial Bayonne, my first Bayonne episode, we discussed in more detail than we're going to cover today about the Bayfront development that is coming in Bayonne. It's been approved, coming in the probably from where I stand right now, maybe about a half mile, so a bit south along the waterfront. So that's going to be right in the Bergen Point area, and I'll flash up just a couple renderings on that. But for more details, just go to my channel, check out that initial Bayonne episode. There'll be more information there. So we are not far from where I started in the opening scene. I'm going to flash up a quick photo of where the point is, which is a much better view from where we're standing right now. So for Bayonne, this is a location that is definitely picking up a lot of traction through the years, the past few years. A lot of New York is coming this way. I've had a couple clients that have purchased recently in Bayonne, and two of them were coming from commuting from New York specifically. Easy commute, that's a big reason why. To get to Brooklyn from here is just a matter of taking the Bayonne Bridge into Staten Island. The taxing part of that is that toll for the Verrazano, which has got to be like $25 almost now. It's crazy. But that's what it takes to get back and forth into New York from here. And if you wanted to take light rail, which runs along the east side of the peninsula, runs back up to Jersey City, and you can take the path right into Manhattan, be it the World Trade or get to Midtown. So it's a convenient commute to New York, and it gives a little bit of that urban and residential blend. It's that kind of community. So you're going to see a little bit more of that in the footage that we have today. And I want to just again thank everybody for who's been following along. We are close, very rapidly approaching 1,500 subscribers. We'll hit that number, I'm sure, pretty soon and keep going. So I want to thank everybody for their support and patronage and the comments that are coming through as well. So let's get this show started. Get over to that open house location and get some interior footage of that event, and then we'll make our way back into the community to pick up some other recent sales. I'll see you there. And a quick plug in here, I mentioned tennis courts, which is directly, I want to say diagonal to where I'm standing right now. Also pickleball. So this is kind of that newest kind of trend going on everywhere, and there are pickleball courts right here in the park as well. Just want to make sure I added that feature. So here we are at our first stop in front of 193 West 21st Street. Pan up a little bit, you get that full profile here. Important note is that the MLS, this is 191, and it's 191 because of tax record. The physical and mailing address is 193. So that does happen at times in New Jersey. This is one of those examples. So we're gonna take a look at some inside footage here. I'm gonna give a quick pan because you're gonna see where we just came from at the park. And I just transformed into a new uniform, of course, but you can see that location. I'll shoot a quick close-up shot so you can see where we are as well. So this is the short stretch, panning down the driving lane here that is private to this community, maintained by this community. And we're gonna get a look at some of the life of luxury here in Bayonne. So let's take a journey inside. Our first look upon entry is here in the foyer leading directly up the steps. Door to the garage on the side. We're going to take a quick peek in the garage because it does lead to the bonus rec room, which is our ground level living space. So in this setup, the current owners use it as both an office and rec room. We can see the patio that is outside. That is one of 3 outdoor living spaces for this property. So here we get a peek. Vanity for the half bath. And a quick glance at the patio, which of course is private. The back green space is maintained by the association. So rec room could be used as den, kind of substitute as a basement space, even a bedroom if someone so chooses. Now let's take a trip upstairs. Arriving upstairs from the front foyer, we step into an open concept living space. Take a full pan here for you to get a feel for the layout. As I mentioned, there are additional outdoor living spaces off of this space. Kitchen, as you can see, upgraded appliances, cabinetry, and quartz countertop. Outdoor living space, as promised, is a deck off of the kitchen with your synthetic composite Trek material for the deck itself, and plenty of greenery to look at right now because of the season. And the half bath for the first level. So the kitchen configuration is set up to be like a breakfast bar because obviously there's not a separate dining room, but there is dining accommodation there, and this space can be divided or situated to have a smaller round table in an area just beyond the island, or the L, if you will. And then we have the balcony. So, balcony overlooking the bay. And we'll take a look at the upstairs level. All right, so second level. And we do have hardwood floors throughout the main level, which I'll call first level, up to the second, and then there is carpet in each of the two bedrooms. We'll start with the second bedroom, save the primary bedroom, best for last. And here we have a very adequate sized room. This bed right here is a queen. To give you an idea of space. And again, the upgrades continue with the bathroom here. So the bathroom is an ensuite to the second bedroom, which is a convenience. Of course, there's a half bath for any guests on the first level. First door that we have here is your linen closet. And our next door is for laundry, washer dryer here on the second level. And pull down attic above, and that attic space comes from basically the threshold of this door into that second bedroom. And the reason why is through that door we have cathedral ceilings here for the primary bedroom. That gives it even more of an open and large feel for the space. And there is just a very small step out balcony for the master. And I do mean just a step out, nothing that you would have furniture on or anything of that nature. But again, a wonderful view of the bay and the park where we just started off. Not the greatest view on camera, but I can see very clearly from where I'm standing the park DiDominico where we just started. All right, primary suite has 2 closets, one standard size with sliding doors, another is a walk-in, and here we have one of the, well, yet another significant feature to the property is this spa-like primary ensuite. That is a towel warmer there. Radiant floor, radiant heating for the floors, dual vanity. And a bidet toilet. All right, so this is second level. So this concludes our house tour of 193 West 21st Street, but of course, MLS purposes 191. You have to see a great deal of the interior here. We have another open house coming up on Thursday, June 1st from 5:30 to 6:30, and Saturday, June 3rd from 12 to 3 p.m. So good turnout today. We just have to see what happens with offers. I mean, if we get a great offer in, we may end up canceling those. So we'll see. But if you're around, please do take a look at Zillow. If it's still live, stop by. I'll see you there. All right, we've wrapped up the open house preview. Hope you enjoyed that. You can see I'm back into my tour gear right here. We're at our first recent sales stop at 33 West 11th. I'm gonna give a quick profile, right, of this is a 2-family, and I'm gonna flash up bedrooms, baths. I think it was 6-bedroom, I believe 3-bath, but you're gonna see the flash up either way. Listed basically at 600, sold at 610. Taxes below 10,000, which is pretty good. All right, interior well maintained. All right, and had some recent, more recent kind of upgrades. This one you can see garage is there, which is certainly comes at a premium. We're in Bayonne, let's pan around a little. You'll see the typical Bayonne feel of a block, right? So either single family or multi-families that are very much close together, not a lot of parking. And this particular unit, you can see the doorway behind me as well. There's definitely some ground floor living space likely behind the garage if they've not converted the garage. I'm not sure about that. But this is, again, a 610 sale for an income producing 2-family property. So very reasonable buy, which you still can find here in Bayonne. So this is stop number 1. We've got 2 others that include another 2-family and 1 single family. I'll see you at the next stop. Here we are, our second stop on Avenue C, 405. I'm gonna pan up, see this unit here, and as you can probably tell by what you see here, a newer build, 2009, something that is newer, that includes, of course, HVAC. You have primary suites with an ensuite. Very, very well maintained unit. Hardwood floors are beautiful on the interior footage. This one was listed just under 700, might as well say 700. Sold at 725, 22 days on the market. It's worth mentioning too, our first stop, which I know you saw flash up anyway, but that was only 5 days on market for that property to move. Reinforcing that point of what I've been saying in the recent videos since we've been experiencing interest rate hikes, is that turnkey properties, recently renovated, very well maintained properties are still moving quickly. It's just a matter of the number of buyers. We're not having the same volume, but it just takes that one to have real strong interest to go above ask. We may not see as high above ask as we saw at the height of COVID, but still comfortably above ask. So this was one of those scenarios where you're getting a multifamily unit. Just a pan so you can see the entire block right here where we are. So you have newer build really on both sides because the properties on the opposite side, I'll pan back over, so you'll see what I'm referencing, are not that old either. All right. So this was a good opportunity for someone to be right here, Avenue C, where in between 17th and 18th, and you're pretty well positioned towards the center of the peninsula. Get over to the light rail without a very long commute. All right, so one more stop to make, and that's going to be really just a block from here, and that is the only single family that we're going to take a look at today. So I'll see you there. Final stop, 29 West 18th Street, the only single family we're featuring today. So the townhouse, although it has that size of a single family, the nature of it does have an HOA, for example, does have attachment on both walls being interior units, so there's a difference there. But here you have a single family, as you can see behind me, does have a garage, which is a significant feature here in Bayonne. So as I pan around again, you can see why parking comes at a premium, all right? Because there is very relatively few street parking spots, and you have a lot of garages and driveways that require those spaces to be vacated because people need to pull in and out of driveways and garages. So you can see this, get a bit of a profile here, was priced at $499, sold at $490. Was fully renovated, but still somebody was able to negotiate down a little bit. No doubt every block is going to have a different type of aesthetic to it, so that probably factored in here, but still not coming too far off of where the asking price was. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and taxes under $8,000. So for a $490 purchase to have a garage and a renovated property, that is a relatively bargain type of budget at $490 for that in this particular market given location. So this is, again, giving you a little bit of a taste of what that budget gets you in terms of single family here in Bayonne. So I hope you've been able to gain some additional insights and enjoyed some of the interior footage that we were able to provide, because we're not always able to provide that because they're not always my listings. So I want to thank everybody for joining. Do click like, subscribe, notification bell. That helps us to get the word out about New Jersey living to even more viewers, and it makes this content available for more people who may just be looking around, getting insights on New Jersey, maybe even looking to move here or looking to sell because they need to move elsewhere. All right, so stay safe and stay tuned to New Jersey Living. I'll see you next episode.